guys, here we are in Tinkercad, and this is the Japanese temple bell that I've been working on, and will be my first patron release. So I've been working hard on it. I'm pretty happy with how it's looking, but I want to show you guys more than just some pictures. I want to actually move it around so you guys can actually see the detail. So this is what it should look like when you've printed it out. All going well, of course. All the tests I've done so far are looking really good. The bell you saw yesterday, that's turned out really nice. And depending on what type of printer you've got, you could probably get an even better job on it than what I've managed to do. Now, the roof itself is currently in two pieces, which I'm going to grab here and just quickly flip over. So if I flip it over here, I've designed it so you should be able to print it with a very minimal support. If you print it as one piece, you probably just need a support in the middle here and small supports just for around here, because these do actually go over the top. Unfortunately, if I pull them back, it doesn't look very good. It would be a lot easier to print, but it doesn't look very good. Now, I tried to test print overnight of the two pieces on the bed at the same time as two individual bits, and it didn't work out. But that wasn't the print, that was actually my settings I'd used instead. So disappointing that I wasted 15 hours printing something, but that's how it goes sometimes. I think for myself, I'm just going to print it again in one piece like I did last time. It just seems to work a lot better. Alright, now if we get these and we just move them out of the way for the moment, with the bell, we move it over here, so you can get to see all the detail on the bell. So we spin around. Alright, now here we come to this. Now ignore these they may slightly print out when you're doing it, but they won't actually cause anything. They're just the leftovers from where the ropes, when I made them, went right the way around. If we come in here, you'll see that they are all on display there. Now these chains are just temporary at the moment. These would not print. There's no way these will print. And they're just a base mold that's in Tinkercad. I'm actually recreating some new chains at the moment, which I'm going to finish after I do this video. Alright, now I'm thinking about ways to actually put a little bit of wood grain into these pieces here. Now, from what I've seen in the few Buddhist temples I've been to, they are so smooth and so lacquered up that you can't see any wood grain. So I haven't done any for the moment, but if you guys would like me to, just let me know and I can give it a go and see how it turns out. I haven't really done wood grain on rounded objects before, but you know, there's a first time for everything. Alright, and as you can see here, here's the brickwork. It prints out just as well as it looks on here. It turns out really nice. These three pieces are separate, so you can do them separate, but on my CR10 at the moment, sorry, on my Ender 3, I've managed to get this entire base plate, all three pieces here, this and the legs, or pillars I should say, without this part and without this. So I'm printing this all as one piece. Now we'll find out when it's finished tomorrow if it prints really well that way. I can't see why it won't. These don't need any form of support, they should just nicely go up there. And you'll see on the other piece, this will print flat. Ooh, far out. Okay, it'll print flat like this. It shouldn't need any supports of any type. I can't see any reason. No supports. And you probably don't need a brim depending on how level your bed is. I'd recommend you just do a quick skirt around the outside just so it can do a nice print before it starts. That's what I normally do, and the test print I've done of this seems to have come out really nice, so that should be fine. And back to this bit here, as I said, this should all print fine in one piece. Now depending on how detailed you want it and how little cleanup work you want to do with sandpaper afterwards, you're probably going to have to be prepared to do a full day print of this one. It's probably going to be at least 24-25 hours at a guess. I'm printing at 0.2 at the moment on mine, at 100mm a second, and it looks like it's going to be about 25 hours, so we'll see how it turns out tomorrow, but it should be really nice. So that's just a quick look, guys, at the different parts. Again, I will include in the file, if you want me to, I'll include these as split. The first time I printed it, you may have seen on my Facebook page, I actually printed this out in 3 separate pieces, and it was fine. You just have some lines that you have to fill in with a bit of putty in that, and depending on how dedicated you are, you can make it look really nice with the putty. I threw mine together pretty quick and probably didn't do as good a putty job as I should have. Now, since our original print, I have actually thickened up these. They're a little bit taller than they were, probably about twice as high, because the Guardian Lion Dogs look way better on a slightly higher level. I've also filled the steps in fully just so they print just in one nice piece. There'll be just above 5% infill, 10% infill, sorry, should be perfect to do that. But yeah, there it is, guys. So it's very, very close to release. I just need to finish the chains and basically it's done. But if you guys have any ideas of extras you'd like to have in there, I am toying with the idea of doing a round basin of some type that sits here that a Buddha statue can sit on. There's a few nice Buddha statues that you can get from Thingiverse, which would look pretty good instead of using the bell, just as a different sort of option. That's one idea. I'm also toying with the idea, some of these raised temple bells that they have also have extra wood frames that go in around here on these 3 pieces. I'm not sure why they're there. I can't imagine people are going to be actually getting up here and running around on it, that they could fall off, so maybe it's more of a ceremonial thing. I'm not sure. If anyone knows, let me know. But yeah, I've rambled on enough. You've had a bit of a look. Let me know what you think, and if you've got any ideas for extras in that, please let me know, and we can go from there. Alright, thanks guys.